everyone, welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Alyssa Cotten and I provide emotional mental support for new coaches, counselors, content creators so they can thrive in their business. And today I'm going to be talking about goal setting in the summer. Just because it's summer doesn't mean you can't have goals. So stay tuned till the end to learn my 3 tips on how to succeed with your goal setting this summer. Let's get started. Summer is here and that tends to be a different pace, a different energy. We've got late nights, we've got our kiddos out of school. So what tends to happen is summer is our goals tend to be neglected because we kind of live in this moment of barbecues and travel and lots of sun that we think, I'll do my goal setting in the fall. Like, I'm gonna take the break, I'm gonna take time off in the summer. And that doesn't have to happen just because it's summer. So for the purpose of this video, let's make 2 goals that you have for summer. One that's going to be personal, that is just for you, and the other one is going to be professional. And that can be your side business, that can be your business that you're growing, that can be professional in sense of professional development, whether you work for somebody, but the goal is to be self-employed at the end of your entrepreneur journey. So we're gonna talk about 2 goals. So personal goals, this can be a goal as simple as being outside more, finding more time to be outside. So that could look like when you are hanging out with your friends, you ask them to go on walks or you do different things that can be outside. And then the second one with professional, this is going to be a goal that's going to help you take it to the next level. So when fall hits, you don't feel behind or like this panic mode that falls here and now you have all this goals that you didn't get done in the last 3 months. So this can be anywhere under the sun that you would need to do. So I'm going to let you can either pause the video and write those 2 goals down, or you can just have them in the back of your head and you can definitely rewatch this video. So now that we've got those 2 goals, let's dive in and talk about the tips that's going to help you be so successful with those 2 goals that you have this summer. So goal setting should look different in the summer than it does in the fall, winter, or spring. And actually all of our goals should be different depending on what season we're in, because if we really want to be successful with our goals, we have to be mindful of our environment, and not just like our living environment, but the actual like climate, the weather and everything. And depending where you're located really depends what your seasons look like. So I know for me living here in Alaska, our summers are extremely short and the daylight is all day long. We have daylight before we wake up, before we go to bed. It's super bright out. And so we have to really make a game plan that's going to allow us to be successful with our goals this summer. So often what we do is we can get burnt out from, whether you're a student, you're in a course or whatever, you can get burnt out, and summer can be this idea of like, I'm just gonna take the summer off and just pick up with my goals in the fall. And what happens is that's a whole 4th of the year. And if we don't do goal setting in the summer, it's going to be really hard in the fall to get that momentum going to have us make our goals successful. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about the 3 tips to help you navigate and manage your goals by being mindful of your environment, knowing that summer is filled with travel, barbecues, socialization, family reunions, and so much more. So let's dive in right away to the first tip to helping you win this summer. So the first tip is to find a way to do your goals outside, whether that's meditating, doing your workout classes outside, creating content, whatever that looks like, going outside to do your activities. And what that can do is, a lot of times the part of summer that we really want to dive into is being outside in the warm weather. I know for me in Alaska, getting away from the snow, so I try to be outside on my deck as much as I can. And so what you can do is just get outside. So you can either work on your stuff outside, work on your projects, your tasks, whether that's reading, personal development, growing your business. Do as much of that outside so that way you don't feel like you're missing out on summer. The moment we feel like we're missing out is the moment that we stop moving forward with our goals and our goal setting. So the first thing that we can do is do our tasks outside. So tip number 2 to ensure your goal setting rocks this summer is creating a list of non-negotiables. So non-negotiables are things that you do either every day or every week or even once a month that you do not negotiate on. And so we're gonna break that down into two types of lists. We have personal and professional. So your professional is whether you're work or if you might be your own business owner or you're creating a business. Those are going to be your non-negotiables for your personal and your professional. So here are some examples and some ideas for you to think about for your personal non-negotiables. So as we think about summer, we want to use the summer. So that might look like being outside. So that could look like if you're going to meet up with a friend, maybe you guys go on a walk together so that way you guys can hang out, but you can also get your body moving. That could also look like drinking enough water to stay hydrated. That could look like eating more fruits and vegetables because it's totally in season. So your non-negotiables are just things that you're going to do every single day. And I'm going to put a list here of an example of different non-negotiable lists that you can totally take from. And remember that non-negotiables are designed to give you an easy win for the day. So start small. That might look like brushing your teeth, washing your face, or making your bed. And those are going to help you give yourself an easy win. And when we start to have wins in the beginning of the day, what that happens is that sends a surge of dopamine, which is our reward system, that makes us feel more accomplished, and it makes us allow us to have more motivation. So we're going to take on the day with a sense of dopamine surge, which is going to lead us to achieving more goals. So for professional non-negotiable list, you are going to create a list of things that's either going to help you grow your business, or if you're a new entrepreneur, content creator, or coach, these are things that's going to help you jumpstart your business. So this could look like showing up on social media every day, creating that YouTube video, creating that content, or this could look like networking, getting your website up and running. This could look like responding to emails every single day. This could look like journaling what you want your business to be, creating a business plan. So your non-negotiables are things that you're going to need to do every single day. So obviously you might not create a business plan every single day, but you might create different things that you want to include in your business plan, such as like your mission statement, your beliefs and values, and how you want to grow your business. So those are different things that you can do to brainstorm every single day. So again, your non-negotiable list is designed to give you a win. So especially if you're growing or expanding your business, we want those wins, because when you go on this entrepreneur self-employment journey, it can feel really discouraging at times when you're not seeing those big wins as in dollar signs, but you might have launched your website, you might have launched your social media, and there's so many below the surface things that you're working on, but sometimes it's hard to get that instant validation. And so having your non-negotiable list where you can say, went on social media, checked my emails, this and that way you can start the day with a sense of accomplishment. So non-negotiables are there to help support you, give you that surge of dopamine, and help you take on the day like a champ. Tip number 3 for being successful with your summer goals is accountability. So this can look like finding a mentor or a coach or a therapist or someone who's in your corner. This can also look like a friend or even someone who's in a similar space like you that can help motivate you and you can connect with. So if that's something that you definitely need to find and you don't have anyone in your network that understands this entrepreneur self-employment journey, I would definitely love to be a part of your journey. I have an open enrollment for my online course, Inner Compass Accelerated, which is designed to help you heal your anxieties and your trauma so you can thrive in your business. And I provide weekly coaching in my program, so that will definitely give you that sense of accountability. And if you have people in your life that are in similar work as you, I encourage you to reach out and set up some type of meeting, whether that's once a month, twice a month, or even weekly. I'm a part of a weekly entrepreneur group, and it's so helpful for me to hear just like the highs and lows that the women experience, because as we know on this journey, there's going to be peaks and valleys every single day we're going to experience. And if you have somebody in your corner saying, this is normal, like keep pushing through, keep showing up, being consistent, sometimes we need somebody else to tell us, you've got this, keep moving forward, in order for us to keep accomplishing and moving forward with our goals. So here, let's recap on the 3 tips to be successful with your goal setting this summer. So the first one is get outside and do your tasks and goals outside. Number 2 is find your non-negotiable list and take the day on and win the day with your non-negotiable list. Number 3 is finding an accountability buddy that's going to help you stay consistent consistent and successful with your goals. So now that we've got the 3 tips to help you be successful, the next thing that I'm going to talk about is really what's going to help you take it to the next level. And that's where we are going to acknowledge any barriers or roadblocks that you have noticed in the past that has prevented you from doing your goal setting in the summer. So some things that might be some barriers and roadblocks is now maybe, for example, your kids are home. So before they were at school or they were in school and now they're at home. And so that free time that you might have had to work on growing your business or even goal setting, working on your goals, might now be taken by helping out the kiddos more, spending more time with them. So no, that's not a barrier and a bad thing. That's just something it's important for you to be aware of as you're navigating your goal setting, because we have to be realistic with what are some things that might hold us back. So something else that might hold you back is the weather. So I know for me, and I do a lot of abundance versus scarcity headspace, and that's something you want to learn more about, definitely check out my free masterclass here that talks a lot more about abundance versus scarcity. And sometimes I even struggle with this scarcity mindset where here in Alaska, our sunny days are so random and so unpredictable. So I might have a day where I've mapped out all of my tasks for the day and it's 80 degrees and it's super sunny and there's not a cloud in the sky. I might think, ooh, do I want to be inside all day? Probably not. And can I do all of my tasks outside? And some of them I might not be able to, because what happens is my iPad will actually do this sign. I'll show a picture right here where it says too hot, needs to cool down. And so sometimes that's a barrier for me, is I can't do all of my activities outside because it gets too hot. And so my devices end up shutting down. So those are some things that we get to look at when we're talking about barriers. Also, travel. You might be traveling more than normal in the summer. You might be traveling to places that you don't want to work. You don't want to do your goal setting. And that's why it's so important that you focus on your non-negotiables, because your non-negotiables are things that you can do no matter where you're at. So if you're on social media, you can show up and you can show about your travel. It doesn't have to be work related. It can be seen of the behind the scenes. Or if you are growing products, you can use this time to do market research, behind the scenes work. So really figuring out what could those barriers and roadblocks be, and then creating a solution to work around it. Because when we can find a solution to the things that might hold us back from being consistent or working towards our goals, we are going to have a better outcome of being able to achieve them and work through them. Once you set your goals for summer and you follow those tips, the best thing you can do is live in the moment and have fun with it. So as you're having fun, and remind yourself that if you are not able to achieve all of your goals, roll them over to fall. Without any pressure, without any shame, just say, whatever, I had the best summer ever and I got done what I got done. Reminding yourself that summer is different from all the other seasons. Summer tends to be very social, tends to be very active. So give yourself a little compassion and a lot of self-love as you're on this journey of navigating your goals in the summer. So I'd love to hear from you below. What are your goals that you have this summer? Do you have specific 30-day goals, 60-day, or even 90-day goals that will take the entire summer? I'd love for you to tag me on Instagram at Alyssa_Cotten, and I'd love for you to tag me if you are watching this video and you're creating your summer goals list. And just a reminder, if you are struggling with your goal setting or not really sure what to do next with yourself, I'd love to book a call with you to see if you're a good fit for my online program, Inner Compass Accelerator, where I provide emotional and mental support for you to grow and heal and thrive in your life. Again, my name is Alyssa Cotten. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. I release videos out every single Monday. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Have a great day.